Jean, I mean, let me put this to you.
That's a load of nonsense.
Well, OK.
Our little town has got had no empty shops. The footfall was increasing. We've lost one lady that was, she just died, but she gave up her shop for the fact that for the next 2.5 years, the major part of our town centre is going to be a building site where you can't walk round.
Which will be a nightmare for those who have got shops there.
Already got shops,
well,
yes.
Jean, let me just ask you, though, the people who sold their units or gave them up...
No, they haven't sold them. It's owned by the Telford and Wrekin district.
The council.
They turned to them and said, well, we'll offer you somewhere else in the town, in the borough.
So they were forced out, if you like.
Yes, at this moment in time, there's just 7 shops. 9 of the shops on one side are being refurbished, so there's no shops there at all.
Now,
and then the other side, where the shops are still standing, which are going to be knocked down, they're all established and how can I put it? They're going to be offered places in the other side after they've been refurbished, but that means that there is 7 shops that we are going to lose.
Are they, just a quick question here, Jean, so we got the whole picture here.
Yeah.
Is there a thing called a town plan? Have they actually outlined a plan and vision for the town?
It's, they want to call it a cultural centre. So where these shops were stored, we're now going to have what the locals call the large patio. It's going to be a paved area with tree plantings and...
Well, if you get rid of the shops, I mean, they might be doing it to attract more people in. That will be their argument, as you say, increase footfall because there's other things to do because it's a cultural centre. Well, it might be a museum, something like that, I'm guessing.
No, it's attached to the theatre.
OK.
But the theatre is a nighttime economy. So there won't be more footfall through the theatre during the day. Nighttime, yes. We've got plenty of food shops and fast food takeaways at night time and pubs. But that's not increasing the footfall
during the day.
The shops during the day. When you've got a full town, you hang on to a full town. You don't suddenly decide, all right, well, we'll just knock this lot down. You can go somewhere else if we can find you somewhere.
Jean, you are formidable putting your case forward. Even I'm beginning to run out of ideas to challenge you. So thank you for that. I'm going to ask Nick a couple of questions on that. But Jean, thanks very much for making that call. If you're also from Shropshire and where Jean is, I'd love to hear from you. But more importantly, whilst we got Nick Buckley here, independent candidate for mayor, if you'd like to ask him some messages, I've got some more coming in, or you'd like to call 0344 499 1000. My main question of the day, what is wrong with British politics? A lot of you calling in about that. I'd really like to hear from you. Is it simply the electoral system? Because we can't give others a chance. 0344 499 1000. Nick, very quickly, you met Jean on the doorstep. I think what the council are saying is, if we put a cultural centre in, a bit of a theatre, it'll help draw people in the town. She's got a point there. It's going to be nighttime economy, not daytime. What would your answer be to Jean about that specific issue?
So that specific issue, does it surprise me that the council are incompetent and are killing businesses in her town? Doesn't surprise me at all. We need less council involvement in businesses in all our towns and centres because they are job destroyers, councils. The only advice I could give her is she needs people power. They should be setting up petitions. It was a Facebook group that stops Andy Burnham implementing our clean air zone in Greater Manchester.
That's a very good point.
People power. Politicians will quake in their boots when you got 30, 40,000 people on board to protect your town.
That might be a struggle in that part of Shropshire, but the point is 10,000 there would be pretty impressive.
Absolutely. So it should be. It should reflect how many people are there.
Yeah, it's a really good point. Never forget that many local politicians are elected on very low turnouts. It's not hard to frighten the living daylights out of them. Even my wife, who's like still grumpy because I wouldn't get involved, she managed to force councillors to change a planning issue. In the end, they still built a monstrosity, but she did manage to get some concessions simply by drumming up public support.
Because all they care about is being elected again.
They do.
If you like that video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell and comment. And if you like what I'm saying about running for Mayor of Greater Manchester, then stick around. Tell your family, tell your friends. The only way I'm going to have a chance of winning is a grassroots movement. So be part of that movement and hit that bell. Thanks.